Happy Friday. So today I am I'm bringing you a very touchy thing, but I know a lot of you are new to sales, you're new to network marketing, you're new to running your own business, and it is really hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is really, really hard when somebody tells you no. It's like calling your baby ugly. You are so excited about your new business. You're so excited about these products. They've worked amazing for you. And you see all these amazing transformations and you just want to help everybody, right? But some people are going to be skeptical. Some people are, good morning, Grace. Some people are going to, are just pessimists and negative Nancy's, and people like to speak their mind, okay? And remember, I don't know if your mom ever told you, but my mom always told me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Some people didn't get that lesson when they were little, but it's good when somebody's reaching out to you or reaching back out to you or responding to a message or something, and they're telling you no. They're telling you something. I would rather hear a no than hear crickets, right? Because at least a no, we know where they stand and we can have an interaction with them and find out why. Like what are they saying no to? You know, what do they think this is, and things like that. So I'm going to give you five things to think about in I have notes so I can stay on track. I'm going to give you some five ideas on how to handle objections, any objection, okay? And then I'm going to give you my top 3 objections that I have either I've gotten or I've seen other people get, and I just want to help you. And if there's any other objections that you get, we can talk about that too. But I want to try to keep this video short so that we can share it and people will spend time watching it. So I'll probably answer questions in the comments afterwards, okay? So feel free to comment, feel free to interact, but I'm going to try to make this short, and then I'll come back after and answer comments in the comment section, okay? All right, so handling objections. I get excited about this, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's because I have been in sales and been in network marketing. I've been in, for about over 20 years. So this is something that I definitely still get uncomfortable with sometimes, not gonna lie. But I've learned a lot along the way from other people. I've been to big conventions where they talk about this and train us on it. I've been, to different trainings. I've trained other people on this. So these are just some of my tips that I have learned along the way. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But I'm just giving you my tips, okay? So feel free to continue YouTubing how to handle objections and things like that to get more advice and everything on top of what I'm going to tell you today, okay? All right, so I'm going to give you 5 of my tips, all right? Number 1, and this is crucial. Okay, absolutely crucial. You must stay positive and confident. Your energy is going to attract like energy. So if you're not positive and you're not confident, the people that you're responding to are just there. It's just going to fuel their fire. It's just going to feed their negative energy. Okay. So energy attracts energy. Have you ever heard the saying, misery loves company? This is so true. But positivity, shine your light, you guys. We have an opportunity to share love and share positivity and shine bright onto others and help to inspire others and motivate others. This is a great opportunity. When somebody tells you no or somebody gives you a negative feedback or something, you just remain positive. And if you have to, force yourself to smile, take a deep breath, remember all the amazing transformations you know about. Think about your own hair and, be confident in these products. We are backed by dermatologists, world-renowned dermatologists and ophthalmologists and scientists. So if you haven't had a chance to look at the scientific advisory board, I highly encourage you to do that, because these people are amazing and they have done some incredible things. They would not put their reputation on the line for a product line that doesn't work. Okay. So be confident in that. All right. Be confident in our ingredients. They're not trying to hide anything or do anything crazy or shady. This is a Christian-based company. The other thing with Christian-based companies or companies that hit the market hard and fast and grow rapidly like we have done, they get backlash because the people in the industry, so the people in the hair care industry, are not happy that Monat is taking over. So we are taking away from their sales. We are taking away from their market share, okay? So a lot of people are not happy about that. So there's going to be salespeople, there's going to be salons that are, like certain salons, they will choose to partner up with with one product line, okay? Because they're gonna get huge discounts off this one product line. All right. They're going to get huge discounts off this one product line. And so they stick with that. If they venture off, if they start selling a different product line or talking about a different product line, they will lose that. They will lose that, okay? Their discounts and their high status and all of this, okay? So they would rather sell you a substandard product that has a flashy name that, they've been to trainings for and they've been to conventions for, and they feel is like top of the line, like amazing stuff. But I've used those products. They might be amazing for some people, but they're not amazing for me. And I've used a ton of products. I have wasted hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands of dollars on products trying to find what works. And those products did not work for me. Maybe for like 1 or 2 washes. And then all of a sudden my hair felt like, oh, this is not working right. And anyway, so I could go on and on and on. But let me tell you, be positive and be confident. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you want to stay focused on helping that person figure out what their true issue is, okay? Is it that they have a ton of product already and no, I don't. Or is it that they heard something, some negative stuff from other people, for some other negative Nancys? Is it that they're just really strapped for cash right now and they've got to pay off some bills first? Whatever it is, and just listen to them say, okay, thank you for letting me know. It's so, thank you so much. I'm just so excited about these products and I'm so excited about my new business. And so what is it, just so I can have some feedback so it can help train, so I can help learn from you or whatever. And put it in that kind of a spin. Like you want to hear from them exactly why. And if they're like, well, I don't have time, I don't have money. Okay. So if you did have money, would it be something that you would be interested in? Because I can put you on my list for the future. Right. And because a no today does not mean a no forever. It just means a no, not right now. Okay. Even if somebody says, no forever, no, stop talking to me or whatever. You could take them off your list or you could delete them from your group or whatever. But I'm willing to bet that person that said no forever is going to watch you. Is going to secretly watch you, secretly watch all the transformations, be listening to their friends when they start using it and all of that. Okay, so you want to maintain a positive relationship so that they can come back to you, say, girl, I get it, I hear what you're saying and all of that. And that leads me to number 3, okay? This is how you respond. There is a very specific way to respond to objections. It's very simple. I hear ya. I've felt the same way, or somebody else has felt the same way, and this is what I found, or this is what they've found. So somebody says feel, felt, found, but I like to say hear, felt, found. So I hear ya, I've felt the same way, and this is what I've found. So that way you agree with them, like, girl, I hear what you're saying. I have felt that same way. Or one of my friends felt that same way, so that you can relate to them, so that they feel like, oh, okay, so she's not totally mad at me. She's not reacting in a negative way. Wow, wait a second, this girl might know what she's talking about, so you want to relate to them, and you want them to know that you're all right. You're cool. Like, okay, thank you for telling me. I hear ya. I have felt the same way, but this is what I found. Through experience, I have learned this. Through this, look at this transformation of this girl who had the same issue or whatever. So I hear ya. I have felt the same way, or somebody else has felt the same way. And this is what I found, okay? So give them a solution. Tell a story. People love stories. People respond better with stories. So get really good at remembering stories, okay? It doesn't have to be your story all the time. It could be somebody else's story, all right? So when you're talking to other market partners or other VIPs or your own VIPs, listen to their stories. Listen to their journey, and try to remember those stories so that you can use them later. So if somebody comes with an objection, you can actually help answer them. And you never know, they could turn around and be like, wow, she really knows what she's talking about. And, maybe I should give this a second look, right? Yes, Rachel said showing transformations is huge. And I'll get into that in a second. Leave it open-ended. This is number 4, if you're taking notes. Number 4, leave it open-ended so that they can reach out back to you another time. So say, I hear ya, this is how I felt, this is what I found, and you know what, I totally get it, and but I just want you to know I'm so passionate about this that I'm going to continue doing this. So if down the road you change your mind, or or something, please reach back out to me. I want to be that girl, because I'm doing the research. I'm doing all the work, and I believe in where I'm going, and I want to be your girl. Okay, so if you change your mind down the road, let me know. I want to be your shampoo girl. Okay, so you want to leave it open-ended. So in the back of their mind, you're like planting that seed, like in the back of their mind. You haven't blown them off. You haven't gotten mad at them or anything like that. You're staying positive, and you're leaving it open for them to come back. Okay, number 5, you want to say, also you could say, I hear you, this isn't right for you, but girl, so many women, it's changing their hair, it's changing their lives. So if you hear of anyone saying that they hate their hair, they're going to cut it off, please stop them and say, I've got a friend, Jamie, please go, I want to give you her information. She has helped girls avoid cutting their hair, okay, cutting all their hair off, okay, which is true. Grace knows this. Anyway, so let them know that they can send people to you anytime, and that you will take them in with open arms. Okay, so those are my 5 top tips to handling objections. I hope that helps you handle any objection. This can be applied to literally any objection you get. Okay, but I'm going to give you my top 3 objections. Number 1, money. Money is a huge objection. Now, these people, you just saw them on Facebook, and they were at Disney, they were going on trips, they went out to dinner, with their girls, they just bought new clothes. It's crazy. People will spend money on the things that they value, okay? So maybe they don't value this right now. Okay, so they don't have the money, means that this is not something that's in their world right now. Like right now, they're thinking about their friend's birthday that's coming up. They're thinking about a wedding they have to go to. They're thinking about right now what they need to spend their money on, and this is not something that they need to be spending their money on. And I get it, okay? I totally get it, because there's a lot of things, like I wanted to buy this whole makeup thing from one of my friends that sells that sells from one of the makeup MLMs, and I like had it all ready. I got her so excited. I felt so bad. But I get it. Like she helped me build this whole thing, and I was like gonna spend like almost $300, and then I had to tell her no, and it killed me to tell her no, but I was like, I can't do this right now. I have got bills that I have to pay. I have got other stuff that I have to do. I just can't do this right now. But I'm like, as soon as I get the money together, I am going to get this from you. And I am so I feel so bad. I still to this day feel so bad, but I am like, it's in my mind, I am going to buy from her. So you never know. So when somebody says I don't have the money right now, it doesn't mean that they're not going to buy from you ever. It just means they don't have the money right now, and that's okay. So say, you know what? I hear you, girl, and I have felt the same way you have felt, and I ended up doing it down the road. So if you down the road change your mind, and I just want you to know that I'm always here for you, okay? And if you know anybody who needs a business, who needs healthier hair or whatever, please send them my way, okay? Leave it positive and leave it open-ended. See how you can use that same technique that I just told you, those same tips for any situation, okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, time. If you're talking about the business and people are like, I just don't have the time for a business. And that is very valid. A lot of people who have never run a business from home, they can't wrap their mind around it. Like, how do you do that? Well, we have a simple system, right? I mean, we reach out, we follow up, but you don't have to spend all day on your business, okay? You don't have to run a group if you don't want to. You don't have to come on live every day like I would love to be doing, and I try to do. You don't have to do all that stuff to run this business. The only thing you have to do is share your journey with people in conversation. And like if you're talking to somebody and somebody's like, wow, you're having a great hair day, say, girl, thank you. I just started this shampoo business, and I just love these products. And they're going to be, wait, what? A shampoo business? Or if somebody's like, hey, how are you? What have you been up to lately? Like, that's such a normal greeting from our friends and family and even strangers, right? That we're just meeting. Then you have an opportunity that is like a swinging open door for you to just walk right through and say, I started this shampoo business and I'm so excited about it. And anyway, so time is understandable, and say, girl, I hear ya. I felt the same way. I had no idea how I was going to do this business because I've got a full-time job. I volunteer at church. I've got 18 kids. I am busy. I volunteer, for in the community. All this stuff, whatever, right? So I know it was really hard for me to wrap my brain around it, but my team showed me how to fit this into the mommy cracks of my day. And so if you change your mind and if you think about it, please get back to me, okay? You can leave it like that, or you could go in. That's a soft way. That's the way I like to do it. I like to be, soft and let people go and think about it and whatever. Leave them with some positive thoughts and leave them with some stories, and then be like, if you think about it and if you change your mind, I am always here for you. Okay. So anyway, so that is, that's kind of how I handle the time thing. Give them stories of how people have overcome, how, we've got full-time teachers who have 3 or 4 kids, and they're grading papers and talking about shampoo with people. Like, this is real life. Like this, you can multitask, so it is possible, even when you're busy. And I love busy people. That's the other thing. Rachel had said, and I overheard her say this in one of our meetings, and it was amazing because I was like, light bulb, I love busy people. And this is what I've been telling people lately too. Say, girl, I hear you. So many people have felt that same way, but this is what I found. I love busy people because you know what? Lazy people, they don't get this job done. They're not successful at this business. Busy people are, because busy people will figure it out because they love being busy, or they, whatever. They just add it to their routine, to their schedule, and they will get it done. Busy people get the job done. Way more than lazy people, okay? Lazy people are not right for this business. So yeah, if you're lazy, you're not right. So that's what I say. Like, if you're busy, I love busy. I'm busy. I love busy people. And I can't work with lazy people. I just can't. So I love busy people, and I want busy girls on my team. So that's another thing that I say. All right, the last one. This is the hardest one, and it's the most annoying objection that it is. It's not just for our company. A lot of companies, my last company, stuff like this happened to, not specifically, but negative press. Okay, we're going to talk about negative press. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about, but I saved it for last for a reason, so you could hear all the positive stuff and kind of like already start feeling, okay, I can handle anything, right? So the negative stuff. My last business, I will tell you my last business. Our main product, you guys know what I did, but our nutritional supplement, okay? Our main like bread and butter nutritional supplement, you know, it's a recurring every month product, and I love it. I mean, oh my goodness, I still love it. It's amazing, right? Totally changed my life. Well, a lot of people, there was negative press for like a good 2 years of when I first started with that company. And I'm like, oh my goodness, people saying they had terrible reactions, it was gross, blah, blah, blah. Like, people were complaining. They got, you know, there were so many complaints that the FDA got involved, and, you know, all this negative stuff. You know, every company that is successful is going to get negative press, okay? I'm just saying. Even the honest company, like a phenomenal company, got negative press, okay? Look it up. Look at Jessica Biel. I think it was Jessica Biel that she handled that. Like, she got a question when she was being interviewed, and she handled it brilliantly. I can't remember exactly what she said, but anyway, because I have a terrible memory. But okay, so hair loss and scalp issues. And the FDA like came in and you know, and did an investigation in our manufacturing facility. First of all, I could go on and on and on about this. It fires me up. But first of all, the FDA, when they came in, you can read the report. Okay, it's out there. The FDA, let me just tell you this. The FDA representative, basically said, if and this is from the news report, like one of the news reports. I listened to the whole thing. If you listen to the beginning, it was terrible. But at the end, the lab guy that the news reporter had interviewed said, this hair, I've tested these products, and these products do not cause hair loss, and they do not cause skin reactions unless somebody's allergic. Okay, so unless somebody's allergic or there's an underlying medical issue. And the FDA representative said, hey, sweetheart, the FDA representative said, we don't give letter ratings, but everything we found was typical, was normal stuff, like common. I don't want to say normal, like common stuff. And if we were to give letter ratings, which we don't, the FDA does not give letter ratings. If we were to give letter ratings, they'd get an A-. Okay, an A-. Like I would have loved an A- in school. I was not a straight A student, okay? So I don't know about you, but A- is A-okay in my book. And then Monet fixed everything. So it's like, it's kind of a non-issue, and it's ridiculous. What else? You could go to Miami and you could book a tour, and you could tour their facility and see what's going on back there, okay? They are like an open book. They're like, come on in, come check us out, right? So it's like kind of dumb. It's so dumb. But anyway, okay, so that's the FDA thing. Hair loss. Y'all, okay, if you've been following my story, I was using the product. My hair was amazing. It was transforming. It was growing. Everything was amazing. And then all of a sudden, I started losing hair. I started getting these rashes. I have like scalp issues and sores and all the things that they're talking about. But guess what? I have an underlying medical condition that I didn't know about. So fix the underlying medical condition, and voila, my hair is growing back, and all this with the same shampoo, okay? Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is just, oh, Sydney's here. A lot of this stuff is people who don't want to do the work like I did the work. I went to a naturopath and went to doctors and went to a dermatologist and went to specialists and all this stuff to try to uncover what's going on because I knew it wasn't the shampoo, okay? So I'm giving you my personal, you guys can share my story, okay? I was diagnosed with telogen effluvium. You might want to look it up. It's a stress-induced hair loss, okay? So I was going through stressful stuff last year, private family matter, can't talk about it publicly, but very highly stressful stuff, and normal stresses too, right? So all that, and stress-induced eczema. So good times. So now I have to reduce my stress and I have to do all those things. But had I already come in with a negative mindset and this was all happening, I would have said, oh, it's the shampoo, instead of doing my due diligence. So all of these negative press is, number one, could be, I don't know, because I haven't, talked to these people in person and done my own investigation, but could be underlying medical issues, okay? And could be an allergic reaction. So typical, okay? Even though we are hypoallergenic, we've been, tested and approved and all of that to be hypoallergenic and all that stuff. Sydney, you're so cute. All of that stuff, it's all safe. It's non-toxic. It's very super duper safe. Even the lab guys, even the news reporters that go to these third-party labs, and we've sent our stuff to third-party labs too to be tested, and with an open book. Like, we signed a waiver that we sent our products, and we signed a waiver and said, you can tell the world before you tell us what the results are, because we are so confident in our products that you could tell the world before you tell us. We don't care. Because you know what? We believe our stuff. Yes, sweetheart.
Remember I went to Emily's birthday, not the one at our house.
Oh, yeah.
Not
the one at Bibbidi Boppity Boutique?
Yeah. I wanted to invite her.
Oh, okay. So, anyway. So yes, so you gotta love working at home when the kids are on break and they're here all day. I love them and it's been fun. But anyway, so, what else? So I just can't keep my thoughts straight when I have interruptions. But I hope that makes sense. So what else? So you can say, because like for me, I hear you, girl. I felt that same way when these news reports first came out. I freaked out. And then I started doing my own investigating. And then I started really looking into all the cases and I started to do my research. And guess what? I found that most of the people are either they're sharing somebody else's story. It's all hearsay. Okay, so a lot of these negative reports and people talking negatively is they're just listening to other people and they don't even really know the true story. Some of these stories, people were taking pictures out of magazine, like taking a picture of a magazine from years before Monat even started, and it was like of a medical issue that somebody was having, or they tried to dye their own hair at home and burnt their head, and they're twisting the story and saying, oh, it was Monat, when really Monat wasn't even around when the picture was taken. So you never know the motives behind people and the stories that they're sharing. You don't know the real story. What I can tell you is we have over 800,000, 850,000 or whatever VIPs that are loving their hair, and over 250,000 or whatever, I don't even know what number, I'm sure it's way over all that, market partners who obviously are loving their hair, but they sell it. So I like to talk about the VIPs because the VIPs, they gain nothing but healthy hair. Okay. So, they're loving it and reordering and everything. So over 1 million people love their hair versus a couple hundred who had an allergic reaction, they have an underlying medical condition that they haven't admitted to, or they haven't investigated, they haven't uncovered, or who knows what it is. Or it's people who have ulterior motives, because y'all, we are taking over the hair care industry and people are mad. They are mad because we're taking their market share. So you just want to like think about that, okay? And be positive and be confident, okay? So I hope that alleviates some of your concern. There's so much more I could say, and I could go on and on and on and on because I am so fired up and so pumped for now having been here for over a year and seeing everything, experiencing medical issues myself and seeing what happens to my scalp and my hair myself, and going through my due diligence and uncovering what's really happening. It's like, it makes me fired up even more. I just want to like jump through the screen, or sometimes it like shake people and be like, if you even knew, like, I am so pumped that I have a way to grow my hair back. Like, I've lost so much hair because of this issue, but it's a short-term issue. Telogen effluvium is a short-term issue, and so the hair does naturally grow back, but this stuff and our S3 supplements and our IRT spray and all that is going, and our capixules and everything is going to help my hair grow back faster, and I am psyched. I'm so excited. So I am, if I have to be the poster girl for this, I will be the poster girl for this. It's fine. It sucks because it's not fun to go through it personally, and I am, embarrassed and nervous and uncomfortable and everything, but I'm like, you know what? God put me through this for a reason, and I'm here to share it. So I want you guys to be confident. Tell my story if you need to, okay? Use me as an example. I'm waiting before I share publicly the pictures of my scalp and my head. Before I share them publicly, I want to grow my hair back. I'm just saying. So those of you that have the pictures, please don't share them until I have my after, because I want to show what the shampoo is going to do to help bring everything back, okay? So I'm still on my journey. But I already feel the peach fuzz. It's so exciting. I feel the peach fuzz everywhere. And I can't wait to have like all the hairs pop through and have all the flyaways. I mean, I have like one. Okay, there's one. So, but anyway, so to have all the like, the new growth come through, but it's cool to feel like peach fuzz coming up. So I'm on my way. I'm on my way to my after, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. Anyway, so if you have any questions, if you have any other objections that you need help handling, let me know. But hopefully you will use those 5 tips I gave you to go forth and be confident and handle any objection that comes your way. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be some crazy ones out there. But so just wait. But those no's and those negative Nancy's are going to be watching you. Okay, they're going to be watching you, and they're going to be waiting, and you're going to prove to them. So I take it as, I'm going to prove to you that this stuff is thebomb.com. I'm going to prove to you, okay? So you just watch. You just wait and watch, and I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to rock this business, and I'm going to do what it takes to be successful so I can prove you wrong. That's how I look at it. All right, you guys, have an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here. I will chat with you later. I love you. Mwah. Bye.